Excellent. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming to IEMA. Please stay engaged in the Telegram group, and we'll be hosting another one of these, I'm sure, in the near future. So thank you all, and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Adam, your designing skills should be more modern. Yeah, maybe, but you know, maybe that does have a place to exist. Just feels. Yeah. I don't know. Like, not something I'd like to be part of. Get help. Our world is way too Americanized. Everything that is not Web3 feels so boring, huh? Oh my god, this is terrible. Branding. That's why I escaped America, it's because of this branding. Cool LA. What is this? Cool the oh, and climate stuff. Yeah, synchronizing meditations is an important task. Unify did it really well in 2020, but they were kind of disappearing from the field for some reason, maybe because I deplatformed from here, and also I don't give a fuck about this one, and I don't really open newsletters so much. But really though, this platform, Guinness World Records, largest global meditation. Who designs these websites? Fire, the designers. That's why I love my covers, is that they're, at least they're thoughtfully designed. And the whole sequencing thing, right?
Welcome to Good News Corporation's Pause the World for Peace.
My name is Ringo.
Wow. Didn't know that about you, Scott. Interesting. Psh, psh. Schedule call. Is this David's friend? Or, yeah, or like, friend of. What's this guy's name? Spiritual crew. I don't know, your website is not winning. Is it? Maybe it's not that.
Is it human nature? Territory right in the middle of Paris. Understand that?
The press contacted my mother because they'd heard that she was his governess in Philadelphia.
And so I didn't have any trouble.
Many individuals who don't necessarily need the passport for identification like to get the world passport because
I want to watch that. Merch. Free energy. Unify branded product. God, it's just so interesting to see how this land here in Metaslavic region is so empty from all of these conversations. How come? A lot of people talk about peace, right? Seminars.
To humanity in the world is the same thing that you're trying to fight for to get back. It's not just the war with Russia and Ukraine, or what's happening in Sri Lanka with the government's overthrowing its people, or the fact that Venezuela has so much oil and has the ability to feed their whole nation. It's not just because of those big deals, those big things that are happening in the world that will initiate me to stand up for peace. It's the little things. It's the little moments in your life that you sacrifice your peace and replace it with ego, attachment, anger, ignorance. If you've ever heard some of my sharings in the past, you know I'm so stuck on an acronym that I always donate because I think it's just so simple. We're stuck in our algae. We're stuck in our algae. A for anger, L for lust, G for greed, A for attachment, E for ego. every time our thoughts, your thought, my thought, the president's thoughts, the guy on the street thought, your teenager, your spouse, your next door neighbor, every time our thoughts have the influence of algae, we've moved away from peace. And the funny thing about that is, if we move away from it once, and twice, and 5 times, and 20 times, within a year, within 2 years, within 5 years, within 10 lifetimes, we almost start to believe to be peaceless is normal, until we enter into an era like this. An era that becomes the turning point to say that's enough. There is no way I can continue to feed racism, inequality, fear, judgment, greed, and think that that's normal. That I feel like a normal human being if my sense of worth and value comes from thinking that the color of your skin or your religious belief is less than me. There's something happening in this time. Come on, I know you're feeling it. There's not a single day that I don't wake up.
Teaching of non-dualistic Sanatana Dharma, a philosophy of traditional Hinduism.
That which binds us together and dedicating ourselves so that we may pursue the well-being of all, together with our differences, respecting those differences, but seeking the welfare of all. And that, of course, then is what the phrase means, and we can understand what the source of prosperity is. Those that seek the well-being of Jerusalem, those that seek the well-being of all who care for Jerusalem, they shall ultimately prosper. Jerusalem will prosper when we know how to celebrate the diversity of all that hold it dear. Unfortunately, throughout history, we have not known how to do that. Attachments have generally been at the expense of others' attachments. And we have not learned how to be able to see the presence of other religions and other communities and their attachments to Jerusalem as a source of enrichment, blessing, joy, and celebration. This is the challenge for us. This is the goal. But the word shalom implies more than simply an end to hostility. As already indicated, it truly means being able to appreciate diversity and to be able to celebrate it.
Separation between ourselves and God. When we bring
imperishable and everlasting, I am a sovereignty, ancient, imperishable, and everlasting. I am a sovereignty, ancient, imperishable, and everlasting. That is a reality of who we are. We are sacred beings on a sacred journey. And also to remember and understand the principle of the prior unity and oneness of our human family. We have always been who we are. We have always had this soul that transcends this physical world of time and space. This soul that can never die.
These noble teachings of all faith traditions across the world.
All the prime minister world, please do not fight. If they don't listen, then pray and punish them.
To rise to the occasion.
Where are Metaslavic